It's weird. All day, you avoid your work, ignore your goals, procrastinate everything, but then suddenly, it's 11:47 p.m., and now your brain wants to fix your entire life, start a business, learn piano, go to the gym, read 12 books, and somehow become a completely different person. At night, you become the version of yourself you wanted to be all day. So why does this happen? Why do humans suddenly feel more productive when they're supposed to be sleeping? Because the answer reveals something strange about how the human brain works. During the day, your brain is under attack. Notifications, conversations, deadlines, noise. Even when you're doing nothing, your brain is still processing hundreds of tiny decisions every hour. What should I eat? Should I reply now? Did I forget something? Why is everyone more successful than me? Modern life quietly overloads your brain. And psychologists actually have a term for this: decision fatigue. The more decisions you make, the more mentally exhausted you become. Which is why, after an entire day, even small tasks suddenly feel impossible. But then nighttime arrives, and something changes. The world becomes quieter. Fewer messages, fewer people, less pressure. For the first time all day, your brain can finally hear itself think. Night feels different, because psychologically, it is different. During the day, your brain operates in performance mode. People can contact you, judge you, need something from you. But at night, society slows down. There's an unspoken feeling that says, nobody expects anything from me right now. And that feeling is powerful, because your brain suddenly relaxes, which creates the illusion that life is manageable, your goals are achievable, and maybe you actually can change your life. This is also why people tend to journal at night, plan their future at night, confess emotions at night, or have existential thoughts at night. Darkness reduces stimulation, and when stimulation decreases, self-reflection increases. Humans have probably experienced this for thousands of years. Long before phones, before cities, before electricity, nighttime meant silence, and silence forces humans to think. Here's something even stranger. Your brain may actually associate daytime with stress. Think about it. For most people, daytime means obligations, school, work, responsibilities, social pressure. But nighttime feels like freedom, even if you're doing absolutely nothing. This is why many people stay awake late, even when they know they're tired. There's actually a psychological phenomenon for this called revenge bedtime procrastination. It happens when people delay sleep because nighttime feels like the only part of the day they truly control, which is honestly kind of depressing. Your brain starts seeing midnight as personal freedom and sleep as the end of it. But there's another reason nighttime motivation feels so powerful. Your brain becomes more emotional at night, especially when you're tired. When fatigue increases, the brain's ability to regulate emotions decreases, which means dreams feel bigger, ideas feel more exciting, motivation feels more intense. At night, your brain becomes slightly less rational and slightly more optimistic. That's why at 1 a.m., starting a YouTube channel sounds easy. Moving to another country sounds possible. Changing your entire life sounds realistic. But then morning comes, and suddenly everything feels harder again, because daytime brain and nighttime brain almost feel like two different people. One is exhausted by reality. The other is inspired by possibility. The modern world created a strange problem. Humans evolved in environments where nighttime was one of the few moments of complete stillness. No emails, no social media, no constant comparison. But today, your brain absorbs more information in one day than ancient humans experienced in weeks. So when nighttime finally arrives, your brain experiences something rare: mental space. And humans
desperately need mental space, because without silence, people lose the ability to process their own thoughts, which might explain why so many people overthink at night, feel emotional at night, become creative at night, or suddenly want to reinvent their lives at night. Nighttime temporarily removes the noise that distracts humans from themselves.
But the strangest part is this. Maybe you're not actually more productive at night. Maybe night simply removes the things that make you feel unproductive during the day. No comparison, no pressure, no expectations, no interruptions. Just you and your thoughts, which creates a dangerous feeling. Potential. At night, humans reconnect with the person they think they could become. And sometimes that feeling is addictive, because tonight, right before you sleep, your brain might suddenly tell you to start over, fix your habits, chase your goals, or finally become the person you imagined. And maybe that feeling isn't fake. Maybe the daytime world is simply too loud for you to hear it, because strangely, the version of you that appears at midnight might actually be the most honest one.